think so.
You want to test it?
I just
Last time we tried to test it when it started, it didn't work. Should I be here?
so
Can we do 2 mics?
I think we only have not that one, but this one. This is the only one.
This one's not working?
How good is that? I don't know why it's not working, but it's not working. So it's out.
Did you hack it?
I couldn't.
Good.
Not enough time to hack it. It would maybe take a couple of months.
That's so funny. We can do this.
So if you open up the browser on that, you should be able to watch the stream.
Where?
Okay, go to YouTube. And then that's the best way to find it. Oh, you found it. No, 21 people.
Do we have the lineup?
I see 22 people. Am I one of the people?
Probably. I'm also one of them. Here's the lineup.
24. Who's missing from there?
So we're doing all the women's problems first, or is it gonna sort of cycle?
2 at a time.
So like two, like everybody gets on a problem, and then we move on, right?
Like Paul and Anna get on a problem at the same time. 2 problems. And then Josh and Jalissa come out.
How do we decide which ones to show?
Oh man, last year we had split screen.
Okay, I can do that. Oh wait, I can't really do that. Not reasonably.
Nah? Yeah, we did it last year.
BLOC is
I did not
potentials, right?
discuss this with John.
BLOC is considered potentials.
No. It's just
The
like
audio's not on it, is it?
no.
Everyone opposed?
Yep.
Who's that?
That's me.
I can add you as a moderator if you want.
Hack it.
Apparently that's an option.
There we go. Now I'm me. Oh, wait.
Oh, is that your shitpost for Is that your shitpost account? Everyone opposed?
That's my YouTube account.
Nice.
Okay, can we close the door? Is this working?
You turn on, I don't know if the speakers are on now, but you can turn them on to see if you're hearing it.
Oh, really?
To hear yourself?
Hello, hello.
There'll be like 20 seconds of delay or something.
Yikes.
Here we go.
Is the video also on a 20-second delay?
Yeah. Oh yeah, so that makes things a bit more complicated. So if you want, like what you see on my screen is without the delay.
So that I need to do that.
Actually, here, what I'll do is I'll turn this, and then you can just look at this one. Oops.
Is there a mute button on
Ah,
there?
crap. Did I just do something really dumb?
Seriously.
I don't know, like
Just like watch what's
cycle through
happening.
it, sort of. Yeah.
You're gonna have 2 people to look at. That's it.
You can tell me how to switch it for you, and then.
Well, you just gotta like click on the right one here.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's cool.
You're going to so you
But yep.
you have 2 people, and whoever has the action on them, you watch them, right? If they're doing something interesting.
Okay.
Oh, alright.
Whoops.
How do I know what we're
Wait,
on?
do you want me to be on it, or like?
Well, I can do it.
Okay.
How do I know what screen you're on?
The one that shows up there is the one that.
Yeah, so that's 20 seconds behind.
Yeah.
So we could just all
Move over. And
Yeah.
then
It was switching.
There we go.
Let's do this.
Yeah, let's pull this up here. And then let's take this off.
Oh yeah.
Okay, can you switch to women's 2? Okay, why is it making that noise?
It's a very good question.
Is it feedback?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe turn off the speakers.
Okay, can Chris use the headphones to listen to what I'm saying to see if the audio quality is okay?
That's not going to work, but
Like, can he listen to it on this computer?
No, because this is a USB.
I don't even have headphones. I mean, the speakers should be wedded. So I don't know why it's.
I'm gonna go to the room right now, and then I'm gonna go to the other room, and I can just pull it up on YouTube, and then I'll just listen to it.
Oh, okay, that works.
Yeah.
What?
I'm just gonna pull it up on my YouTube.
Why in the other room?
I guess you can do it in here. The delay is like 20 seconds. There's not going to be actual feedback. Oh, it's doing that thing. Sometimes there's this glitch where the video gets all stretchy and weird. You just gotta
Rat it out.
select it and yeah, so you can see it there.
Oh, I see. No, that's expected from a live stream.
This is not women's 2.
Is it not? No, it is. Oh. Well, isn't this women's too?
That's men's 2.
Oh crap! I switched the genders because they.
Oh no.
Because you assume
That's
women
okay.
are on
I
pig
did.
tape.
I did.
Wow.
Well then.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, well. Oh, this one
That's
still
so
says
funny.
Lorex.
What's happening?
This is too hard to coordinate.
There's a lot happening right now.
Which
So are
one
we
is
on,
this? Okay, let's go switch all those names then.
Well, we're gonna try this audio thing.
Well, that sounds fine. That's good.
That's
that was last year.
Oh.
That was last year. That sounded much younger. You got a
No,
tight ship-
that's just how I sound.
You got a tight ship around here.
Oh, the camera can't even see the finish.
Yeah, but it's either you can't see the
Or
finish
you
or
can't see the
the
start.
start. That's this time. That seems to work.
Can they hear us?
Oh, you also have the microphone down there. It's like a kind of clip on to your.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Why don't you clip it onto this little thing here?
I'm trying to keep it so it can't hear us talking.
Right, but like, no, but like you're.
Can it hear us?
Okay, which ones have I switched? I don't actually know what's going on. There seems to be lots of people looking at this.
We're like 4 minutes out.
to like seek to the end or something.
Okay.
Maybe on phones it doesn't show it actually live.
Okay. Well. Okay. Let's turn the audio back on now. We should just go. We should just do it. Do it live?
Yeah.
Do it live. Why don't you just ask the chat right now? Yeah, that's a good question. Do it. Just ask the question. All right. We're here trying to set up the audio for the live stream. If you're in the chat right now and have the audio on, would you be able to let us know if you can hear us and if the audio quality is okay? Thank you.
You may need to select probably this one. Nope, this one.
That women's one, that one you had last time, that's women's one.
Yeah.
So you just switch the names.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Greg. Thank you to everyone in chat who's telling us that we're a-okay. We're just gonna get the camera sorted out, and we should get started pretty soon here. Bear with us. Please let us know if something's not working, but it looks like we're getting started right away. And all right, we're at the U of A Tour de Bloc 2016. My name is Dallas, and we're here to watch some people climb some boulders. Okay, we have Anna Hu on first. She's pulling onto the boulder for the women's. We can see her pressing out there. Off screen, we have Paul Reed probably getting onto his boulder. But let's watch Anna here. She got up to the volume quite easily. It looks like she has the bonus now. She's wrestling that volume. Swinging those feet. Where is Anna from? In the chat. Does anyone know where Anna's from? Oh, she's making good work of this. She has the bonus. She's fighting to the arete. She's pulling up, making this look easy. Good work, Anna. She's up near the finish. She's got one hand on the finish. She just needs another hand. If she can wedge herself in there, it looks like she can get that done. Come on, Anna. Put it down. There she goes. Anna comes out, crushes the first boulder. Good work, Anna. Now, if we can switch over to men's one, I think we'll see Paul Reed teeing off. It looks like he's given this an attempt already, but he's pulling onto the start here. Paul is a good Edmonton boy. He's a local here. So let's hope he can make work of this problem. Oh, unfortunately, coming down. We got Anna, who is from Calgary. So good job, Calgary, on that first send. Now it's Edmonton's turn with Paul. Let's hope he can get up there. I was talking to Paul right before finals. He didn't think he'd made it. He didn't think he did the right problems to get in, but thankfully he squeaked in, 6th place. Let's hope he has enough juice to get up to the top of some of these problems. He's pulling onto the start here. He's going for the pogo. Big swing of the leg. Oh! And just coming off of that dyno there. That looks like a big move. Okay, looks like we got most things sorted out here. Paul's pulling on potentially for the last time. Almost 6 the dyno. Unfortunately, coming off the hold brushers, doing their work. And this is probably the attempt that Paul will have today on men's problem number 1. He's getting psyched. Hopefully throwing. Come on, Paul. Oh, just comes off. And that'll be it for Paul on men's 1. Up next, we have Jalissa Dunbar and Josh Muller. Josh Muller. Everyone knows his name. How can you mess that name up? I've got a question in the chat. Is it 5 on, 5 off? No, it is not. It is 4 plus. Okay. But we have Josh Muller and Jalissa Dunbar. Josh is quite the competitor. He's been competing for a long time. We haven't seen him in a competition in a while, so it's nice to see him out here. He is opening a gym in Calgary, I believe. So that's pretty cool. He comes off right on the start. Oh, moving over to women's 1. Jalissa is up on the first volume. Off to a good start. This is the volume that we saw Anna flash, so let's hope that Jalissa can do the same. She's working that slopey volume. She seems nice and in control. I have Chris with me in the booth. Chris, how are you doing today?
Good. How about yourself, Dallas?
Oh, I'm just stoked to be here and watching Jalissa securing the bonus hold.
Nice. Yeah. No, we see that.
Moving up to the finish.
Mm-hmm. She's making good use of it, just like Anna did. Yeah. I think she's going faster to get her left foot up there to press into the finish.
She went up with the same hand that Anna did and is trying to figure out a way to secure it.
On the arete?
It's a little, you can't see it on the video, it's a little button hold right above it. You
Okay.
have to push between the feet.
Cool.
Yeah, she's trying to find another way, it looks like, to stand on the volume. Do you think that is the way to go, or is Anna's method the method to choose?
Well, I think that just worked out for Jalissa, actually. I think she just sent it.
Oh,
And
and
we're cutting back to...
we're cutting back to
yeah.
Muller, who is quickly to the
got
bonus hold.
Yep.
Yeah. Moving up to the volume. You can't see it, but there's a little screw on the right side of that volume there. It's quite small, but he looks quite comfortable on it, actually.
Is he going to make an effort to fall into the right hold there? Or?
It looks like it. And
Reaches
he's
over nice and easy. How tall is he?
Josh is a seasoned competitor, making that look easy. Chris is wondering about his height. I think he's just tall enough to get that finish hold.
Nice.
Yeah. Moving back to Jalissa, she's still fooling around with the top of that volume. It looks like she's quite comfortable sitting
Oh, I
there.
thought she sent it. Okay.
No, she is very, very close. And that has got to be... Oh. Oh, no! Jalissa comes down. She looks to be okay, though. Hold brusher's going to work.
Now we have a question here in the chat with Ivan asking how bad the finish hold is. Probably for women's 1. I'd say it's pretty bad, judging by how she also just fell off there.
It's a foothold. It's definitely a
Yep.
foothold. I wouldn't like to use it with my foot. I'm sure Jalissa would be just fine with it on her foot.
But what's your take on that, Dallas? Like, how would someone manage to press up and then finish there?
It seemed to me that Anna's weight was a little bit lower into that weird hip stem.
Okay.
Maybe that was part of it.
I'm sorry, I can't see. Is there a foot around the corner on the volume?
There is no foot. There's
Okay.
a bonus hold that is on the right side underneath the lip of that second volume.
Okay, I see.
These athletes always impress me. I've been around climbing for a while, and some of the things they do every single competition blows my mind. Jalissa's up on the volume again. Moving to the bonus, which she's already secured. I heard a buzzer out there that is potentially the 1 minute buzzer, about a 1 minute warning as she fights towards the top of this. And here she is in the position she was in earlier. Let's hope she can get that top.
I think she might need her left foot a bit higher in that. She gets her foot around it.
That has got to be a precarious position. I do not envy women finalists needing to finish this problem. That's a lot. That's a lot of pressure, hey?
Definitely. Yeah.
She gets it done, showing she can
Nice.
handle the pressure. Good work, Jalissa. She is a fan favorite. She coaches the Calgary team of the CCC, I believe.
Oh, I had no idea.
She has lots of athletes here cheering for her.
Any one of her athletes make pretty far in qualifiers this morning? This afternoon?
I think Lisa is later on in finals. I think Jalissa coaches her, actually.
Cool.
Which is
Very
totally
cool.
awesome. Yeah, the CCC always does well.
Mm-hmm.
There's some powerhouses in Alberta. CCC puts out some good athletes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you one of those athletes, Dallas?
I am not. I am
Okay.
not.
Is that why
But
we're in
speaking
the
of
booth here?
Lisa, yeah, that's why we're in the booth because I'm
Nice.
not climbing.
Nice.
There you go. Speaking of Lisa,
Mhm.
this is Lisa Vandepan. She
Nice,
is
right after your coach.
the youngest finalist. She is in Youth A, I believe.
Very cool.
Yes. Switching over to Scott Evely. He is new to the open circuit, if he is not
Mhm.
still in junior. He's around 18, 19. He's quite a good climber. He is no stranger to finals, and he has quickly done the dyno, quickly to the bonus, and he's wrestling with this volume here. Have you seen Scott climbing in the rope comps we've had here in the past? He's also quite a good rope climber.
I haven't. No, I haven't. I haven't seen him just yet. I think this is my first time hearing about him. But he's looking like he's struggling to move past the bonus right now. He's making his way through it, trying to get the proper feet.
That volume just looks gross. I can't imagine standing on that. He does have a heel hook around the corner, or he's trying to, it looks like.
He's his left foot low, which is good. He's trying to get a grip of the second last hold there.
How did Josh finish that? Do you remember? Oh, he did. He went out to the screw-on the volume, didn't he?
Yeah, he just reached over.
Here's Lisa, quickly on the volume.
Did she have a go already?
She must have. I'm unaware as how many attempts she's taken, but Lisa is quite a good athlete, being the youngest competitor. She's made a couple finals already this year. It's going to be great to see her progress as she gets older.
And how old is she now? Do you know?
Youth A,
Nice, getting the right foot over.
I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
Noah, you competed. Noah's in the booth with us. He's the tech guy. He doesn't like to talk.
Hello.
How old is Youth A? Do you remember?
I can't quite remember, to be honest.
Well, here's how you figure it out. How old were you when you were in Youth A?
Definitely it includes like if you're 17 years old, but I don't know the range.
Okay. And Lisa
she
almost
paused.
six the finish hold. Very close.
Do you want to switch?
Josh taking his time to get back on one after that first try. He had a quick stretch there off the camera. He's just shaking up, sizing up the problem.
Well, that's a strategy, isn't it? You know, Scott has gotten up to the bonus hold on his first
Mhm.
try, so he knows he can do
Yeah.
that. Why waste energy fooling around there?
Mm-hmm.
Get all the energy you can and try to put it to the top.
Mm-hmm. What's your take on this next part there, Noah? What's like for the second part moving past the bonus?
Noah, that was a question for you. That's fine. I'll answer it.
Or Dallas?
He doesn't like talking, Chris. He's a tech guy.
Okay, well, I know.
I don't want to paint all
No.
tech guys with the same brush, but
Well-
Scott making a second attempt, coming down. I think he needs to rock onto that
Did
heel.
Did he get the bonus on that one?
He got the bonus on his first try. He just came off the dyno.
Right. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
We're cutting back to, Lisa here.
Lisa Vandepan. She's getting back up to that volume. Oh, and just coming off.
That's okay. She knows she can do it.
And she has
Just
many,
gotta take some time.
many finals ahead of her. This is the first of many problems in this final and many finals in her lifetime. Those hold brushers getting to work, making sure those holds are nice and frictiony. Scott off to the dyno. That looks like a hard stick. And we're quickly back to Lisa as her 1 minute timer goes.
Okay, so the minute's gone off. She knows.
Oh, and she unfortunately slips off the volume. Scott? We were trying to switch to Scott. And we come back to him right as he is coming off the volume. Two competitors making bonus, fighting hard, good show. Unfortunately, not topping right there. Next up, we have Alyssa Weber. Again, a crowd favorite. I feel like all of these athletes are crowd favorites. Yeah. Quite a good showing. I know she's climbed in a number of not Tour de Blocs, obviously Tour de Blocs, World Cups.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I had no idea. All 6 of these for men's and women's?
No, Alyssa Weber specifically.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Sorry.
No, not to apologize. Communication
Very
errors happen
cool.
all the time, Chris.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it's just part of life. And relationships.
Oh, hey, thanks.
Yes, communication is a good part of relationships.
I'll ask you some advice after the commentary here.
After the commentary.
After the commentary.
So-
Strictly, not during the commentary.
Well, because we have to talk about Alyssa.
Exactly.
Or Dan.
Or Dan.
Dan Archibald from Edmonton, Alberta.
Yeah.
Owner of Rock Jungle Fitness, as displayed on his back, is about to try this dyno. Do you think he's going to flash this, Chris?
Well, the question is, how tight is the headband on his head? So I think it's a firm very. He's gonna flash it. Yeah.
Firm
It's
very.
a
He's going to.
He's gonna flash it.
Oh, he comes off
and
the
I spoke
dyno.
too soon.
Dan is known as a very strong competitor. CrossFit is in his gym and definitely in his muscles.
Oh yeah.
But speaking of strong, Alyssa Weber getting on the volume. This is quite a techie. We watched the first competitor come out and flash this. And the next couple competitors have shown that it is not quite as easy as Anna made it look.
Even that first move has proven to be a struggle for people after their first attempt.
Yes. We have Dan teeing off to do this dyno again.
Is this his second attempt?
I believe so.
He's gonna make it go. Nice, and he sticks it.
Very nice. You can see the CrossFit flowing through his veins.
What do you know about CrossFit, Dallas?
I took a phys ed degree, and
Oh,
so
nice.
I
Sticks the
know the science behind the CrossFit. He's got the heel up. Oh, he makes that move look easy.
Oh, easy. And the undercling on that volume isn't that good either.
Not to you or I, Chris.
Ah, but to the Danimal.
To Danimal, this is good enough.
Yeah.
And he has the screw on the volume. He is getting up high. He looks as comfortable as Muller did when he was in this position. I think he's going to do this.
Can reach over.
Here
Nice
go,
and easy.
fall into the mantle. He's got his foot back down on the volume. He doesn't look comfortable. This does not look like a good position. Oh, and we quickly switch to Alyssa, who is finishing. Good work, Alyssa. And back to Dan, who
Still
is
on the volume. Still crouched down lower than before.
like a panther.
Just readjust.
Crouched
Yeah.
down like a
Nice.
panther.
About to strike.
Oh.
Panther slowly misses his target.
I thought he was going to do that. He looked quite strong up in the volume. That perch must not be as solid as it looks. That is quite a tall brusher. It's good we employed him at this competition, Chris.
Did that man just disappear into the wall? He did. Just
Oh.
behind the scenes.
Interesting.
Whoa.
What is your estimate on the contents of that wall, Chris. What do you think's hidden back there?
Dust.
Dust,
Lots of dust.
chalk.
Crushed dreams, perhaps?
Yeah.
Yeah. But not
Hopefully,
the Danimal's dreams.
hopefully not.
No.
We'll see that right
Certainly
here.
not the Danimal's dreams.
If
That's okay. Alright, he's got some time.
if
The minute
you're
buzzer's
if you're
not
in
gone
internet
yet.
land, give some good vibes to Dan here. He needs to get to the top of this. Alyssa's already gone.
Mhm.
Dan's here. He's trying a new method. Standing up on the start hold,
Using your rat.
using the arete. Oh, very creative.
Mm-hmm. Do you think he's starting to get concerned about the dino now? He did stick it before.
It looks like a very physical move. I think he was just trying to find a different way.
Okay. Right.
But I think he's going to go the dino
Alright,
here.
he's in it. He's approaching it with some vigor now.
This will probably be Dan's last attempt.
Here we go. Come on.
Sticks
There
the
you go.
dino. And this is it. Going to the top. Oh, and his heel slips off. That was a
That's all right.
good, a valiant effort by Dan.
Mhm.
We'll see him 3 more times this competition.
Dan actually just opened up his cafe in the new Rock Jungle Boulders.
I heard they're streaming
Yeah.
our live stream right now there, actually.
Good. Well, shout out to all the Rock Jungle Boulder listeners right now. I've yet to visit the cafe, but I hear it's amazing.
Coming up, we have Julia Goldoff, another Edmontonian.
Nice. yeah.
She's a junior climber, so she is younger, not as young as Lisa, but she's a younger climber. We also have Jason Hollowatch. Now, he hails from Saskatoon.
Mhm.
Yes, he runs Grip It, the climbing gym out there. There's 3 climbing gym owners in the men's final right now.
Okay.
That's saying something.
Yeah.
Chris, you want to get in finals?
Do I want to get fancy? Open up my own gym. That's true.
They call it crisscross.
I'd make a gym called Crisscross.
Crisscross.
Would it have a cafe too?
Sure, and you can stream the live stream.
What would be the name of my cafe?
Crisscross hot cross buns.
Nice. Oh yeah, that's a business model. We're talking about that one and relationships after this.
Yes, but not until after Julia Goldoff, who won in
Mhm.
Jason Hollowatch's gym.
Yeah, I heard she did really well. She flashed all the problems in Saskatchewan.
Did she?
She did. Yeah.
All the
Perfect score.
problems in Saskatchewan.
Oh well, for finals.
Oh, okay.
She got a perfect score.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Well, here she is making short work of this
Yeah.
problem on the bonus hold. Hitting the arete. She merely has to pull up to that finish hold, which we saw is not an easy task.
Making the mantle so easy.
She is a smaller climber. I think she'll fit into this a little bit easier, the same way Lisa did. She went up with her left
Okay.
hand. We seen a number of competitors go up with their left hand and not be able to stick that.
So what's the trick then?
It seems like they're able to wedge themselves. Or
and they really lean on
you do that.
Yeah. Julia Goldhoff.
Julia Goldoff with a flash,
Mhm.
making short work of that.
Who do we have here on men's?
Jason Hollowatch.
Nice.
Yes. He has been in IFSC competitions.
Mhm.
He has at least made semifinals, if not finals. And he is breaking the beta here. Jason Hollowatch.
He's destroying the beta.
My goodness.
Makes no time for the dyno. And it's just going to go up nice and easy.
That is incredible. And he's pulling his foot.
Put up.
Oh, Jason Hollowatch.
Well done. The crowd is going wild. A lot of them are shocked at the new beta. You can see it on the people's faces.
Well, here's the thing. Paul Reed, Josh Muller, Scott Evely, Dan Archibald. Those are some good climbers.
Right.
Really good climbers. And Jason coming out and throwing down that beta, that's really incredible.
Mm-hmm. That was amazing.
That was a crisscross.
Hot crust, yeah. I'd replay that event over and over again in my new cafe.
Now, the last people we have out to try these boulders are the people who qualified first. So if you didn't know, you come out in reverse order. So 6th place climbs first, and you go through all of the athletes until you get to first place. And so these are the first place qualifiers from this morning. We have Eva Thompson, who is a junior, so she's a younger climber. And we have Eric Sethna, who has been tearing it up this season.
Oh, very cool. And where is Eric from?
Eric must be from Calgary. That's my guess. I bet
Yeah.
the chat will know better.
Okay. And actually, touching on the chat, Brad Mix. Yeah, no, Kevin looks like a very tall brusher. Maybe 5'6", or sorry, 6'5" or 6'6".
He's taller than 5'6", Chris.
Yeah, no,
he's taller than 5'6".
You know, as a 5'6" man, I can confirm this.
You because he is in fact taller than you.
Yeah, definitely.
Now something to talk about on the screen. Eva Thompson.
Nice.
Yes. Yeah, it looks like she's grabbing the A, but there's nothing there. It's just paint.
Palpating around blank space.
Yeah.
That's okay. She reaches up. She's actually quite tall.
And strong.
Mm-hmm.
And strong. She's making this look quite easy. How do you think she's going to fare with the finish?
I'm not too sure. I think because she's taller than Julia, so we'll see if she can fit in an entire space. But like she said,
Easily.
easy. Uses the thigh
Easily.
against the volume to get up instead of Julia's foot up beta. Same with Lisa.
Now, what is happening here? We look away for a moment, and Eric is topping his boulder. No problems here. This is why they qualified first,
Wave
because
to the
they
crowd.
are that good.
Nice.
So, we're moving on to women's 2 and men's 2.
Mm-hmm. What do you think
And-
of that first round? Is it exactly what you expect, Alex?
Well, we had some quality finishes from some lower competitors like Anna.
Yeah.
She qualified a little bit lower, but she's currently in 3rd or 4th, I believe.
Anna?
Potentially. I don't have the scores right here, but that was just off what I saw.
Mhm.
So that was quite interesting, I thought. So going back to the second boulder for each group, we're going back to the first climbers who came out. Okay, so we're going back to Anna Hu and Paul Reed.
Very nice. And what's your take on men's 2 here, Dallas? So what's gonna be the hardest part? What's the crux of the problem?
This problem is hard all over.
Okay.
Yes.
But what's the hardest
I
part?
had the pleasure of helping work with the setting team,
Okay.
and I could not touch a single thing on this boulder.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I'll be sure to not touch it after everyone's cleared out.
This boulder is supposed to help separate some of the men
From what?
from each other.
Ah,
Yes, we want
from the men from the men?
the men from the men. We want to
Okay.
separate the men from
No
the men.
boys here.
No. If
No.
they've made finals,
Yeah.
they are no longer boys.
If you look at the bottom left, it says men's
Yeah.
and not boys.
But here's the thing. This is a very hard boulder problem, but those are really strong gentlemen. Going over to this women's final, okay, I would also say this is hard, but for very different reasons.
Just to
You
fix
can't.
the bug.
Noah's trying to fix the bug on the screen. However, you can't see the bottom of the volume. This is what we call a coordination dyno.
Okay.
Yeah.
They kind of have to lunge over for the side pull and catch the volume there?
Yes, it takes some coordination. It takes some coordination between the hands and the feet.
Mm-hmm.
We seem to be having some visual difficulties here. Hopefully this gets cleared up. Noah is hard at work, hacking away.
Thank goodness for a tech guy.
Ones and zeros
Yeah.
flying over the screen.
Mhm.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Better you than us, Noah. Better you than us.
Well, we have Anna attempting this coordination and coming off. I hope you can see that. It's a little bit blurry from where we're looking.
She's just trying to get a feel for the swing over to get the foot on the volume.
We're hearing in the chat that Anna hates those. Ha ha ha. I hope she can do it.
Yeah, we'll see.
She had a really good showing on the first one. Oh, moving over to Paul Reed,
Mhm.
making these first moves look very nice, and he's about to go for the bonus. Oh, that
Just
hold
about.
that hold looks tiny. You
Mhm.
barely stick a credit card in there. We've switched over to women's 2, so we can watch these hold brushers go to work on those nice pink handholds. Every handhold in this final is pink. Did you notice that?
I did. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
It's a great choice by the root setters. We're just gonna stay out in the camera for Anna for a bit. See how she goes.
There's a little bit of blur there, but it does look like she has fallen off making the move out. She's trying to make it statically. I'm not sure if that's the way to go.
So you're saying she should commit to the technical dyno that she's not really into? Craig McDonald saying?
Yes, Craig McDonald is saying that she's not really into those. That's fine. I don't think chat can define Anna. I think she can do this.
Yeah, I'm into it. She's got momentum from the first climb, and I think the chat should have some faith.
Momentum from the first climb can definitely help. Also momentum with
on the move.
Yes.
Nice.
Legs, body weight,
And the
and
catch.
I can't tell if she
can't
made.
tell.
No!
She did it. For a second we thought she made it because of the blur, but hey, yeah, we believed in her. We definitely thought she made it.
Okay, I'm gonna try and fix this.
Do we know? Do they have any more attempts? I heard a whistle. I think that's the 1
Last
minute.
Yeah.
So there's 1 minute. I think
And
Paul
Anna?
is trying to get on. You can't see it right now, but Paul has just fallen off, going to the bonus again. That looks like a heinous hold.
Oh yeah. What's your take on that then, Dallas? Like, should he just keep going the way he's going and reaching for it?
I think he's doing the right thing.
Okay.
I think he can make a little bit more stability in his lower body by squeezing that foothold, the starting pinch,
Okay.
and going up a little bit more statically. But that's easy for me to say sitting in this chair.
Must be. Oh yeah, 15 seconds left on the this round right here.
15 seconds.
Yeah.
This will be their last attempts. Paul is pulling on. That does not look like an easy move, but he makes that look quite nice. He's drifting over. Here's the move. Can he make this happen? Getting the foot up. Oh,
Good
Paul.
try, Paul.
Good old Edmontonian try. Just missing bonus. Anna has also not done women's 2, but they gave it also a good old Edmontonian try. But alas, she is not from Edmonton. Who do we have now, Chris?
We have Jaleesa Dunbar on women's 2.
Calgary coach.
Yeah.
Calgary coach.
Jaleesa. Oh, and Josh Muller.
How do you think Josh is going to do with this? I know you don't know him, so I'm going to answer that for you.
Okay. Thanks.
Josh rocks pinches.
Oh, does
Josh can pinch a pinch.
he? Okay.
Yes. I don't know about that slot. That bonus hold might
Okay.
give him a little bit more trouble,
Mhm.
but he's definitely going to be comfortable going up to
the
it.
compression move.
Yes.
Cool.
But Jalissa on the move here, trying to make this work.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure she can do this. I watched her do a coordination dyno.
Oof.
Ooh, that was
Not
very
as
close.
fluid going to the volume, but that's okay. She's got lots of time. She knows she can stick that.
Josh right now on the pink holds. He's crushing those pinches. Let's see if he can make this move.
Gets the foot
Whoa,
out,
did you
reaches
see
up.
how easily he made
Yeah.
that?
I did. I don't know if the people on the live stream did, but hey.
It looks like he's speed
Yeah.
blurring like Flash there.
It's good old Kevin with the tall brushing.
Tall brushing.
He's also speed blurring.
Yes, he's not brushing as fast as it looks due to the speed blur, but he is quite a good brusher.
He's a good brusher.
Yeah, he's a veteran brusher actually. This is his second competition in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last year.
He must be a parent of a youth athlete that I coach.
That you coach.
That I coach.
Talk to me about that, Dallas.
His son is someone I coach. More excitingly, Jalissa is almost sticking bonus on women's
Mhm.
too.
Give that a good brush. Hopefully she can stick it in her third attempt, I think.
Mark Dirksen in the chat saying, final routes look amazing.
Yeah, and I think you can somewhat thank Dallas and the route setting team. Who else was on the team? Can you talk to me about that?
Caleb's the head route setter.
Oh, okay.
Caleb Thompson.
Yeah.
Tom-
He was-
Thomas. Caleb Thomas.
He's your friend.
Yeah, we're friends.
Okay. You
Yeah.
say that questionably.
I more work for him in this scenario.
Okay.
Yes, but I would call him my friend.
Oh,
Jalissa sticking.
Fix it.
That looked amazing, getting bonus and having the ability to chalk up.
So cool.
Do you think she's going to the top?
So she gets the hill.
She has
Walk
one
that
more
hill.
move, rocking over.
I think she's gonna send it.
She gets the bonus. You could probably hear the
Loving
crowd
the
there
crowd.
going nuts.
Easy finish for Jalissa.
Good job from Calgary.
Pops up.
What I wanted to say, Mark Dirksen chiming in here about the finals routes on the chat. Mark Dirksen placed really well last year in the Tour de Bloc.
I wasn't here last year, Adam. I didn't know that.
No, he did.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, and
Mark
now he is commenting from internet land. Maybe he is lamenting the fact that he did not compete this year in Edmonton.
Mhm.
It is a long drive from Lethbridge, however.
Mark Dirksen, give us a shout. How do you feel about these routes?
Well, he said
Like,
they look amazing.
Well, I know, but like, how would he do? And I want to hear from him in the chat.
Oh my goodness, did you see that with the tow hook? We had Josh with the tow hook starting that. Going to bonus, he looks quite solid.
Tries to
coming
make the
off
bump.
on the bump. Good old Kevin brushing those holds.
Wow. Really the MVP of the show right now.
Kevin for MVP.
MVP?
MVP?
For most valued player?
Yeah.
Kevin?
MVP at least. Most valuable
Oh,
brusher.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
No disrespect to all our great volunteers who are coming out and brushing, besides Kevin, completely in his shadow. Literally. Because he's so tall.
And Mahler slipping off the end. He looked quite solid. That gave me hope. That gave me hope that this boulder can go because he looked solid going up to that bonus hole.
Oh, 100%. The move after the bump's not even easy either. I mean, like you said, the whole problem is really hard. What's your take on the second last move, Dallas? You're furiously shaking your head. Do you want me to hold the mic? No worries. Dallas has no take on the second last move. He's strictly no comment. He must have fallen off it a couple times while we were forerunning them.
Chris asked me a question right as I put a muffin in my mouth.
Yeah, that's really what happened. But you did fall off during the forerunning, though, right?
No, I didn't make it that far.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We got some feet dangling over there.
Yeah. We have forerunners and we have route setters.
Okay.
Often, they're the same.
Right.
Yes. But I was more route setter than forerunner.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Are you overall pretty happy with how the route setting team went about?
Oh my goodness, the route setting, it was a dream.
Mm-hmm.
It was a dream. Ego's always a thing.
Ego's
Ego's
okay.
always a thing when you're working creatively, when you're working with
100%.
people. There was almost no ego on the team this year.
Oh, lovely.
It was great. Tristan and Caleb are good friends. We brought up Maddie from Calgary, and then there was me. The four of us, main route setting crew, amazing. We worked great together. We had some people helping out from the gym, and we just super smooth. Yeah, this is one of the best route setting experiences I've had. Yeah, including provincials last year. This is really good. Who do we have? We should talk about who's climbing, Chris. Who's climbing right now? Do you know who Scott Evely is?
Yeah, we saw him do well, we saw him climb in the first problem. Easily makes the credit card crimp, as you'd say. Trying to look at the bump now. Trying to lock off it. Sticks it, no problem.
Oh my goodness.
And he's looking so solid.
He's a strong
to get
boy.
the heel up. Pops off on the heel.
Now, do you think that's the way to do that?
With the heel up?
Yes.
I'd say so. And then I'm not a great climber, so I'm not too sure.
Oh, don't sell yourself short.
Well,
5'6" isn't that bad.
Well, compared to Kevin, it is quite
Yeah,
short.
quite short.
That's what I'd probably go. I'd probably get the instinct to bring the heel up.
Okay.
Okay. What's your take?
Well, in forerunning, Caleb was crossing his hands before he's getting his heel up,
Okay.
making some space. Is this Lisa? Is this Lisa making the jump? Oh, and sticking the bonus. Very good job, Lisa. Again, the young competitor.
Mark Dirksen showing some love for Scotty.
I think she's going to the top here. Getting the pinch, getting the heel on. Oh, and just blowing off when her heel comes off. That's the commentator's curse right there. Making the call early.
Oh, because you thought she was going to send?
That's the commentator's curse. Scott Evely feeling these start holds. Yeah, making the cross. That is not an easy cross, by the way. Moving up. See, he's squeezing his feet. Squeezing the feet. That gives him the stability to get to the credit card. Now, I think if he's able to cross here, there we go. Make some room and get the heel up.
Ooh, lovely.
If he rocks, oh my goodness, I think he might do this. He's on the penultimate hold. He's going to the top. He hits the finish hold and he matches it. Scott Evely with the first send.
I wish I had an air horn in this room because I would be blowing it right now.
You don't have an air horn.
I don't have an air horn. I'm gonna go get an air horn.
Please don't get an air horn. It's going to hurt my ears. But Scott Evely getting the first send on men's 2 and letting us all know that it can be done. And Lisa hoping to get the second send. Is that right? Is it just Jalissa who's been to the top?
Yes,
I think
that's
so.
correct. Yeah, that's correct.
Hoping to get the second send on women's 2.
Lisa following her coach's. Yeah, there we go. Adjusting her heel.
That's good. Following her
There we
coach's
go.
footsteps.
Nice.
Yeah, right on the volume.
Nice.
And she is getting the send,
Way to go, Lisa.
winning that boulder, and all the little 14-year-old boys' hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All of it.
I'm not gonna comment on that.
Winning all of it.
Just the hearts of everybody
Yes.
watching the live stream right now.
Yes.
Even Mark Derrickson.
Who is totally into Scotty getting that send.
Can we turn it up?
Brad Mix in the chat wants us to turn up.
Oh, well, Brad Mix, turn up the volume on the mic, and turning up the energy in the room. Well, guess what? I did get an air horn.
Oh, we can turn up the mic.
There we are.
Noah, being the only smart one in the room,
Well, I mean,
instead of just talking louder, turned up the mics. Is that too loud in Radio Land?
As long as the air horn doesn't sound too bad on the live stream, I think I'm okay.
oh,
Alyssa
That's
Weber,
easy.
we are coming in just as she sticks the bonus. Now she is quite good at these things.
Oh, I don't think the commentator's curse is gonna stop this girl, and she crushes, gets to the finish easily.
Quite easily. We also have Danimal. Good work, Alyssa. Doing what you do best, climbing to the top of boulders.
Why do you keep calling him the Danimal?
I don't call him Danimal. His name is Dan Amal.
Is it? No, it's on paper right in front of us.
Oh, is that his name? Oh, maybe that is his social media presence.
The Danimal?
Dan Amal.
What a crusher.
Archibald. That's his real last name.
Archibald.
Dan
Nice.
Archibald.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna cut to him really quick.
As soon as
Is
Noah
he ebbing
can
up
cut the
because he's
camera
sizing
here.
up the men's second problem here. Hopefully Dan can have some luck on the second one. First one he
First attempt he came off, right? Yeah.
it came off in the first try.
Alyssa was so quick on that. We barely had time to watch her. Now it seems to me Dan would be quite good at this first move. He's quite a strong climber,
Mm-hmm. Really powerful guy.
and he does. He makes that move look.
Look at the size of his arms on this camera. Wow.
I believe that Scott Evely had his other foot on the hold when he made the cross. Did he have his foot up?
His left foot?
His right foot. Was it on the right start hold?
Yep. Definitely. Yep.
Well,
He's still hooked around.
that is different than Dan.
Okay.
That is different than Dan. Maybe that's the secret to unlocking this first move.
Mm-hmm. I think, well, has Dan sucked the second move yet?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
I don't believe
It's
so.
hard to tell with our feed here.
I know he sucked the first pinch, but I think his right foot is on. He's having trouble moving left to secure the second handhold. Dan has coached a number of athletes that have made finals in here in the past as well.
Okay, like who?
I know Andrew Funk and Matt Hensby have climbed here in competitions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where's Andrew Funk this time around?
I do not know.
Okay.
I do not know. Hensby was here. He's in
Yeah.
exams. He's an engineering student.
Yeah, and he used those engineering skills and made some problems
Yes.
today, I hear.
Yes. Now there's
There we
Dan,
go, Dan.
securing the first hold.
Yeah.
Is he able to drift over? And he's not able to get over there. I
What
think
should he have done there?
I
Charles?
think he needs to use the method that Scott used
Getting his foot up?
and Josh for that
Okay.
matter. They both had their feet out right, and it allows them to drift over to that left handhold with some weight on the
Okay.
right.
Connor Barr dropping some advice here on the live feed. Right foot up in a drop knee.
He was part of the route setting team.
Yeah,
he may know what's going on here. Now, it's so tough. It's so tough. We're sitting here in a booth, and we're watching Dan, who is very strong, and trying some different beta.
Yeah.
What's happening here?
I think he's trying to go left here.
Oh.
Sticks it. He's figured
Oh
it
my
could go
goodness,
up.
it looks like he's about to do this.
Dan about to change the game forever.
Oh,
Locks
Dan.
in. You know, and this is why he's the manager, or the owner
The owner.
of the Rock Journal. Not the
CEO.
manager,
The
forgive me, yeah.
CEO. Oh, he comes down.
Pops off. But hey, good effort on that one. Do you think Dan would give that another try?
I don't know how much time is left. I hope he does. Dan, I'm saying we're sitting here in a booth
Oh, sorry.
telling people how to climb, right? But these competitors come out, they've climbed all morning, and they have 4 minutes to get up these problems that are so hard I can barely pull onto them. So, yes, we're going to talk. We're going to say what we think we're going to do, but let's not take away from these absolute the amazing ability of these athletes.
Oh, did I sound like I was taking away from them? My mistake. They're all amazing crushers. I didn't mean like that at all.
Oh, I did not mean you meant that.
Ah,
Communication, guys. Key to life.
communication. Hey, and that's relationship advice.
Jason Hollowatch going the same method that Dan did.
Was left foot up and going on the cross?
Yes. He is able to get his right foot up, however, and
There we go.
alleviate the weight on the left side and going up to the slot quite easily by the looks
Yeah.
of it.
He's looking at the left foot. There you go. Sticks it.
Oh, he looks so
Cross is
solid
up.
on the cross.
Trying to figure out what his left hand should look like.
What's your
Usually-
prediction here, Chris? Top? You think this is a flash on men's too?
Yep.
And Chris telling you right now, he's going to the top. And he looks solid on the
Nice.
finish hold, which you can't see, but must be okay. Now, what happened on women's too?
Who's on it right now?
It should be Julia Goldoff. No, Alyssa Weber. No, Julia Goldoff. Julia Goldoff is currently on it. Julia Goldoff is currently climbing on the volumes.
Oof.
And just slipping off. Julia Goldoff, she is pretty awesome. She
Yeah.
is a foreign national climbing in Canada because that's where her parents live, and she is too young to go live in the States by herself because she's in high school.
Okay.
And she competes and she crushes.
And she takes her training into her own hands, hey?
She does.
Very
She trains by herself.
Very cool.
And not alone, but I don't think she has a coach currently. Which is pretty interesting.
Yeah, and that just kind of brings up like her focus, hey?
Focus,
Yeah.
drive, tenacity.
Yeah. And she's doing great.
We have a question from the chat. Will
Right.
these pink problems stay up after the Tour de Bloc? We hope so. Not all of them are able to stay up, but we hope to keep up some of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Julia sticks the bonus. Much more important than these pink problems staying up. Julia's on the bonus. She's on the penultimate hold. She sticks the heel, goes to the finish. Where's that air horn? Because she is on the top.
Can the air horn make an appearance? It does. Julia Goldoff. Great send. I think once everyone makes it up past that volume there, Noah and Dallas, everyone seems to send it, hey? Top it. Yeah. Right?
There was one attempt. There was one attempt after when Lisa popped off after she had the heel on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Who do we have next? We have the top competitors next. Eva Thompson, Eric Sethna.
Nice.
Do you think this is 2 more flashes?
You know, Dallas, I don't want to give him the commentator's curse just yet.
You don't want to give them you want to give it to them later.
Hmm?
You don't want to give them to yet.
Oh, no, I don't want to give them the curse ever. Andrew Funk is in Vancouver. Thank you for letting us know there, Ken.
Ken's supposed to be in finals in Kelowna right now. Maybe he
Very
is.
cool.
Maybe he's in ISO using his phone. That wouldn't be right.
Oh, sorry, for in Vancouver?
No.
Oh, sorry, in his...
In
their
Kelowna.
phone. Oh, in Kelowna.
Because there's a comp in Kelowna right now.
Oh,
let's
very cool.
let's look at Eva. Eva's making the
Eva.
move. The bonus.
Mhm.
She is quite good.
Here's your net.
She is a little crusher. Eric
And sorry,
Sethna.
Eric, locking off. I don't know if that was on camera right there, but on our feed, his feet actually cut, and he was just hanging there for a sec with the 2 pinches, going up to the crimp super easily. Feet blow off.
Now that is interesting. That's the separation between him and Jason Hollowatch.
Okay.
So
How
he'll have to. Well, Jason flashed it. So Eric's gonna have to make that up in the
Mhm.
next 2 boulders. And Eva sticking that with
Mhm.
a lot of momentum.
But you said it yourself. She is just so strong to hold herself in on that momentum. Easily goes up to the finish.
And there we have a nice shot of Kevin on the left side of men's 2. We will shortly be transitioning to men's and women's 3 to watch Anna and Paul come out and try to do women's and men's 3. Apparently, Kin in the chat didn't go to finals in Kelowna. Which is okay, Kin. You could stay home and watch the live stream instead. Oh, Eric's not done. Oh, that's why Noah wasn't changed. Noah, we've said this before, Noah's the smart one in the room. So we have the one who talks, that's me. The smart one, that's Noah. And we have the crusher, Eric Sethna, on the bonus hold and hopefully topping this problem so that we can get to those other boulders that I talked about earlier. This is the heel hook move. That looks like a lot of tension.
Mhm.
Luckily, he is a very good climber, getting his heel up.
Come on, there you go, locking the heel in.
And
slips off.
unfortunately coming off. This is uncharacteristic of what I know of Eric. He is quite good at making short work of these problems. Let's hope he can still make this top, because he was very close on that. It looked.
There goes the 1 minute whistle.
1 minute.
I think Eric's probably gonna savor that last couple seconds and give it his go or his best on this last go.
Yeah. Do you happen to know what 4+ means, Chris, in competition?
No, since I'm new to this whole competition stuff, what does that mean?
So there's a couple different formats,
Okay.
and the format that we're using is called 4+.
Okay.
And so the competitors get 4 minutes on the wall,
Mhm.
plus whatever time they can use if they leave the ground before the end of
Right.
those 4 minutes.
Okay.
So you can try 1 time or 100 times, but if you get off the ground before the end of those 4 minutes, you can stay on the wall till you come off.
Very cool.
So what you're saying is he's going to try to recover. He'll probably use most of that minute to try to recover and then get on the wall,
And the last second, and then wait. Yeah.
try to hit the top.
Very
It really depends. He looks quite solid at the beginning.
No, I knew that was happening, but I just didn't know that was called 4+.
Oh, there you go. Comes off the start. Do you think that was a false start? What
He
happened
got called
there?
down. Oh. Okay. And that was his go.
Oh, that was unfortunate.
That might have been a false start.
It'd be nice. Chris, do you want to go find out what happened there? Chris will be back, so you in the live chat can figure out what happened there. And we will, as I foreshadowed earlier, transition to women's and men's 3. Thank you, Noah.
We'll figure it out in 1 moment.
Okay, so this is men's 3.
We had a shot there of men's 3.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
And there we have a preview of men's 4, which just looks amazing.
Why is the label wrong? Let's see. That's not the right one.
Noah,
Oh, it's called this. I think I swapped out one of the other ones. So I think it's this one.
Noah is working away to try to figure this out. Thankfully, they're just throwing T-shirts at the crowd. One of the negatives of watching the live stream is that you don't get free T-shirts. But thankfully, they're doing that instead of moving on with the competition while we try to figure out this tech stuff. Chris is walking back to the booth. He may have some beta on what happened with Eric there at the end. Chris.
Yeah.
It's good to see that you made it back.
I did, yeah, to fight the crowd.
Fight the crowd.
Yeah. And so I have the answer on Eric's last go on men's 2. I think he actually just slipped off right on the start.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right when he ran out of time.
Yeah.
That's very unfortunate.
Mhm.
Yeah. There's some strong climbers in here. Speaking of strong climbers, Paul Reed looking for a way to get up to that bonus hole. This problem looks crazy. What do you think that swing and a miss? What do you think the problem requires there? Oh, and we switch over just at the right time to watch Anna do something that the chat claimed she was unable to do.
Oh, for dinos?
Yes, and she's using her legs as a pendulum.
Momentum. Wow. Look at the figure on this. Wow. Look at her muscles.
Look at her back muscles. That's what you're saying.
Wow.
She is a strong girl. Anna, that is amazing.
Yeah, is this her flash attempt?
This is probably her flash attempt, and she's
Okay.
making short work of this really
Oh, yeah.
shouldery problem.
Connor Barr says actually time is no.
Oh, and Anna slips off there. That was an amazing attempt. Oh, we have a quick changeover to Paul, who is getting started on men's 3. He has swung at the bonus hold there. Now, Chris, do you know what the bonus hold is for?
I don't. I'm still new to this.
Answer the question.
Answer the question they asked.
The bonus hold is marked by the
Yes.
red tape.
Okay.
And so if there's any ties on the number of attempts it takes them to get to the top of the problem, the athletes, then they can gauge who you split the ties by who got to the bonus faster.
Right.
And so it looks to me like Anna got her bonus on the first try, and she's already on her second attempt going for the top. Falling off on the campus,
Didn't know the details
unfortunately.
about that. And so, is it that they have to make a move off the bonus, or is it just touching?
They have to show control.
Cool.
And so typically that means they have to grab it and use it.
Cool.
Yeah. Those holds, there's just three stalactites on that overhang. Those look, you have to be powerful to use those holds. We have a quick transition to Paul here. Chris, what do you venture a guess on the beta there? That looks like a long way between the bonus hold and the finish hold.
Oh, and the bonus hold is just out of frame there? Is it? I don't know what the finish hold is
Bonus,
like. Yeah,
finish.
finish is the very top.
Yeah.
What's my take on that? Well, Paul's going to have to shoot his hand up. This is so bear with me, stream. Okay, so he's going to get his right hand up. He's going to shoot from there. And he's going to get his heel up and press off the left side of the wall there because it juts out, and come up and hopefully shimmy his way up to the finish while his feet are standing on the bonus. How does that sound?
I think that's crazy.
But it's doable.
Maybe.
You know, that's
Maybe.
what they said about the Titanic. They said it was crazy. Guess what happened?
It did not work very well,
Yeah,
Chris.
bad example.
Bad.
But it went for a bit, and it was lovely. We know that.
Yeah, it probably went for more than 4 minutes, and that's all these athletes
That's
have.
true, right?
Yeah.
I mean, 4 minutes to be spectacular.
Anna's making her third or fourth attempt.
Yeah, and that's not easy. Third attempt from this one.
No, look at how much power this is going to take. I can't imagine doing that once, let alone 4 times.
6, it's so easy. Once again, demonstrating the strength in her back muscles.
And demonstrating the caliber of athleticism all of these finalists have.
Reeling in. Trying to use it now to cross up. And Noah, really quick, yes or no, is that cross up a good idea?
She looked fairly close that time.
Cool, very cool.
Is it just like a scoreboard going on?
There's a scoreboard somewhere, but I don't know where it is.
And Colby making an entrance to the booth.
Hello.
Ask around, ask the judges. They know.
Classic joke.
We got Jalisa here. We have Josh here. They're setting up. We had one bonus for Anna there, and we had no bonus for Paul. It looked like, but let's see if these new competitors can come and make work of these problems. What's your take on Jalissa doing this? She's a bit taller.
What's my take on it?
Oh,
I think you're talking about
let's talk about that. Let's talk about that after. It looks like we have Josh on these pinches. He can pinch. He can pinch a pinch.
He can pinch a pinch.
He can pinch a pinch.
But can he?
Oh
throw
no!
to
He comes off the pinch.
Okay.
That was the commentator's curse.
Yeah, you seem like you have the commentator's curse.
I do. I have given it freely, unfortunately. Jalissa is trying to figure out. She is a taller competitor.
Trying to wedge yourself in there.
It's harder to do this start if you're taller.
Okay. You know, as someone who's 5'6", I feel like I'd be able to sit in there, and that's about it, though.
Oh, she's just hunched in there. That's
Nice.
amazing. Look at her making that. That's great. I am always amazed by the competitors every time.
Going from a standstill to a big jump like that is not easy.
She's opting for the heel hook, the same method that Anna took,
Sticks the heel so easily.
and in displaying her flexibility as well, a very important attribute in climbing.
Hangs on for dear life on the bonus hold.
That looks incredible. Coming off of the finish hold, I thought she was going to do that, and I didn't want to say it. Just the thought.
Yeah, you held your breath there. You turned blue for a second, Dallas. That was crazy.
I didn't want a commentator cursor, but apparently the thought is just enough.
Wow.
I think that she's going to go up and do that second try. She was very close. That was quite an attempt. And we have Josh.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he is going to control that pinch and make bonus?
I mean, he can pinch a pinch.
He's having trouble here. He's not getting on these pinches with the ease that Paul did on his first attempt.
And why are those pinches so hard, Dallas?
Those pinches are hard because they're wide and slopey, and Josh has been climbing all day.
True.
He climbed in the morning,
This is true.
and now he's climbed 2 problems. And these problems are not easy, as you can see. Jalissa is trying to perch again to do the start. That looks crazy.
Taking her some time.
I have tried this start. It is not as easy as she's making it look.
And for those people at home, you have to even account for the overhang. You know, it looks pretty flat from the camera angle, but jumping outward from that angle, not an easy thing to
What's
do.
the angle on that, Chris?
30 degrees.
Oh, very close. 35 degrees.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't know that. Nice. Well, look at you, Mr. Route Setter, with all the answers.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Jalissa is coming into that undercling match that is so powerful.
Mhm.
Trying to twist around, make the finish hold. Sticks the
Sticks it.
finish hold.
Gets her heel up.
Getting
Gets the knee bar.
the knee bar.
Goes
and she
for the finish.
knee bar match. She sends it. The first woman to finish women's 3. And Josh at the same time sticking the bonus hold.
Wow.
Things just went crazy
eventful
in
last
the
couple
U of A
seconds.
Climbing Center.
The
How
crowd
is he going to
going
do this?
insane.
What is he going to do here?
Well, is my read correct? He's going to mantle up. He can start using the wall now.
He did a muscle up on that.
Which is not an easy thing to do.
He gets his hand on the finish, and Josh sends.
You know, Josh, great move. Well done.
Josh Muller showing us how to finish it. Unfortunately, we didn't see him stick that.
Good to see the men's and women's both topping out there.
But man, can that man pinch?
Yeah. Yeah. You know, you said it yourself. He can pinch.
And there's Kevin. Do you think he can reach that bonus hold with that brush?
You know, I think if you really wanted to, I think he could reach the finish.
That is quite a bold statement, Chris.
I really believe in Kevin. Don't you?
That statement was outrageous.
That's okay. You're right.
How high is that wall? How high is that wall, Chris?
I'm not too sure. How was it?
14 feet.
Really? Josh, out of retirement, Mark Dirksen says.
Yeah, Josh has been out of the climbing, well, the competitive climbing scene for a while. He was quite the competitor. He won. He was top dog for a while, by my recollection.
Oh,
Yeah.
good to hear.
Well, and showing his experience and strength on that problem.
I love that when athletes just come out of retiring, I say quotes, and decide to come and crush.
I hope you come out of retirement, Chris.
Oh,
Yes, come back and climb with us.
well, to be in retirement, Dallas, you have to be in the game first.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now, who is in the game right now but
That's
Lisa Van de Pan, sticking the first move.
Nice and easy. Debating on getting the left foot, sticks, changes her mind, gets the right foot as the heel.
She is climbing like a
Wraps around
monkey.
it.
That's amazing. Look at that. Now, how do you think she's going to fare with this match?
Okay.
Swinging the feet over. She
Good
She
choice.
gets her flexibility involved, wraps that hold. If she can control this foot coming off, she might be in a good spot. Come on, Lisa. Hold the tension. Oh, and she tries to make a dynamic move. Not a bad choice. Lisa showing us why she made finals. And who do we have here? Scott Evely. Do you know if he's taken an attempt yet?
I think this might be
I think you took one attempt.
okay.
Noah
Alright.
sees all. This is second attempt for Scott. He's setting up on the second bench. Hopefully he'll show us how Josh got to that hold. I think that's probably how. Just a little more stick. That looks like Scott can do that. Noah, why are you so good with computers?
Been using them for far too long.
That's your generation though, isn't it? Just always on screens.
Sorry, are we not in the same generation, Dallas?
Noah is at least 10 years younger than I.
Yep.
And yep.
Yep.
I had an interesting talk with a youth competitor today.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
About computers?
They couldn't conceive that when I was young, we didn't have internet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Who are we switching over to see?
go
Lisa,
Lisa.
making the jump,
And I think she's gonna stick that every single time. It's nice and easy for her.
which is crazy because we saw that that's not an easy jump. Those
No.
girls are swinging.
And remind me again, Dallas, how many degrees is that wall?
35 degrees.
35 degrees.
35
Not
degrees.
an easy degree to work with.
No. Among the harder degrees to work with, I believe.
Yeah.
And here she is, wrapping, and she's going to go for the same method.
She's choking up a little higher in the undercling there.
Oh, her foot's off. Oh, she was in such a good position. But we should switch over to Scott right now.
Scott, with his left heel, he switches it up. He has the bonus hold. He's trying to rock on.
Scott is such a good climber.
Trying to muscle up again. Now, what's your take, Dallas? Do you think he's going to start using the left side of the wall here? Do you think that's what he should be doing?
I don't think so, Chris. I think your assessment of the situation was just absurd.
Really?
I do. I really do.
I mean, I think part of the things that I assess are always absurd. But I could have said way more absurd things.
That is true. That is true.
For instance, wings. Yep.
Here we have Scott trying to press it out. Man, this is just that's just a muscular move.
So your take is that our athletes have to always muscle up on that?
I think so.
There goes the minute buzzer.
I think so. That's the way. That looks promising.
Okay.
And if someone can do it, I think it's Scott. Unfortunately, he doesn't make it there. Scott isn't the biggest climber. He doesn't have the biggest shoulders in the group, but he can climb. He can really climb.
The muscle up is for sure the beta, is what Mark Dirksen's saying. And you know what? The longer I think about it, the more I agree with you.
And I watched Mark Dirksen do monkey bar direct in what looked like 2 attempts.
Monkey bar direct?
Monkey bar direct. And
not
so
familiar with
if Mark Dirksen can do monkey bar direct in 2 attempts,
Okay.
then I think he knows a thing or two about how to do the muscle up on men's 3.
Cool. And I don't doubt him.
I don't doubt him either.
I'm still new to the scene. You had to explain what +4 was to me just a moment ago.
4 plus.
4 plus. You're 100% right about that.
+4. It just depends on what you start with.
True.
Yeah. It could be anywhere from any number, really.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm just gonna sit in my shame here.
That's fine.
Hey, the Danimal make an appearance on Men's 3.
Dan is back. I think Dan can do this problem.
Yeah.
I keep saying that.
He is such a powerful climber.
He is. He's so strong. I call it now. He sticks the bonus. He goes to the top.
Mm-hmm. Are there any supporters in the cafe from Rockshung Bowlers that want to give a shout out to Dan on the live chat?
Oh, unfortunately, Dan slips off there. And Noah making a nice transition to Alyssa Weber,
Thanks, Noah.
who is starting the women's 3 problem here, trying to rock on, making that look easy again. And I can tell you it's not. Now she's opting to get her feet over, and then going for the right heel hook like the other girls have, with a back flag, a very nice back flag.
Well, Anna didn't have the foot up when she went for it.
Oh,
Didn't
she was penduluming.
Yeah.
That's true. Oh, and she's wrapping it. That does not look like a position to chop.
That's interesting.
Oh, wow, she is much stronger
Just
than I.
Proving her strength.
Proving how hard that boulder
Yeah.
is, too. If she's able to do that, then this move is probably really hard. Getting the foot down. Wow. Alyssa Weber looking very strong.
Nice. And
Is this a flash for Alyssa?
I think so.
Locking
Watching her
the
feet.
knee in.
Watch your feet on the tape there.
She has one hand on the finish. Second hand on the finish. Now Chris is looking at the tape.
What about?
Ask the question, Chris.
Yeah, what about? I don't know about the taping on that one.
Well, I'll
Carry
tell you that,
underneath
Chris.
the tape.
White tape in
Okay.
competition signifies zone boundaries.
Okay.
Your body's allowed to go past it. You're allowed to touch the wall. You can't use any holds past it. So,
I see. So
Alyssa
she's
Weber,
all good.
all good.
Right on.
Was that a flash?
Once again, forgive me because I'm still new to the scene.
Mark Dirksen, again, prophesying from internet land, saying this is a Dan problem. I don't believe he's saying we have a Dan problem, like too many Dans. I think he's saying the problem Dan's about to climb suits him, and he should show us how it's done. Unfortunately, Dan's having trouble with this. I really want to see him get to that bonus and do that mantle.
Oh, because Dan, so close to CrossFit, CrossFit being close to his heart, he's for sure going to do a muscle up easily.
I feel like you are correct. I feel like Dan can do that move.
Here goes
Oh,
Dan.
there's his hands and
Giving us
he's
a wave.
shaking out.
Good old Dan.
Classic. Mark Dirksen is calling out the boundary markers, calling them soft.
Seconds about the commentary saying, or sorry, the host, and his name. I don't know his name right now, Giles. What was her MC's name again?
Why do you always ask me questions while I'm eating?
Well, because I don't know many things, Giles. Is what I'm asking. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, here we have Dan making one last attempt. We're hoping it's a good one. Willing
Come
Dan
on.
up the boulder.
There
He's
we
on
go.
the pinch. Making the flip, coming off the boulder.
It's okay.
That's a difficult boulder. Good attempts for Dan. Who do we have next? Who do we have coming out next? Jason Hollowatch and Julia Goldoff.
Yeah, what's your prediction for Jason Hallwash in this third problem?
Oh man, Jason he's been coming out and absolutely destroying these problems. I think he has 2 flashes.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
I would not be surprised if Jason does this in one or two
Gonna go
attempts.
for the 3 flashes.
What about Julia? Julia's quite a strong climber, but she's a little smaller.
Does Julia have 3 flashes? No. Does
No,
she-
she's only been on 2
Yeah.
problems.
Oh, sorry, 2 flashes, I should say.
Let's say yes.
Let's say yes.
Let's say yes.
Okay.
Yeah. We could also ask Noah, the seer of all.
I can't recall.
Oh, Noah cannot recall.
All right.
He saw, but he did not recall.
Last resort, we're gonna ask the group chat. Does Julia Goldaff have 2 flashes?
Noah's making the quick change to Julia because she is starting this problem, and we come over just in time to watch her stick the move.
Mm-hmm.
Opting for the heel, as many of the other female competitors have done, showing that she's just as strong despite her height. Oh, and making that move. She's in full control of these holds. Julia looking quite solid. Coming back down, sticking the hold. I think this is a 3rd flash for Julia. Julia is on the finish, getting it done. This is not 3 flashes according to the group chat, but this is definitely 3 sends.
Mm-hmm.
Good work for Julia, making short work of that hard problem. Jason, has Jason had any attempts, Noah, seer of all?
Maybe.
Maybe. Jason has maybe tried this already, and this may be a flash attempt. Let's see if he can make any work of this.
I really want to see Jason Hollowatch on the muscle up move.
I think we all want to see him on the muscle up move. That's a very impressive move. Jason working with these pinches.
Ooh.
Just dry popping off that pinch. Those are some gross pinches. Patrick W in the chat wants to know grades. I was kind of an average student.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I had like 60s to 70s in high school.
Okay.
When I went to university, I started to pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, for sure. I understand that, Patrick. You listen to Dallas and I speak, and it makes sense that you're trying to judge what grades we have. But actually, what grades are we looking at for climbing, Dallas, here in the finals?
The answer is it really doesn't matter. Grades are so subjective, and these final problems are so final-like. Finals have a distinct flavor. They're jumpy, and and so, yeah. When we're saying the finals are V6 to V9, that's probably true. And the fact that they're doing it in 4 minutes is really, really impressive. But ultimately, it's hard to put these down, and then grades show difficulty, but to show the difficulty in the time pressure and the amount of time they've climbed already today, it really doesn't show what these athletes are doing. These athletes can all boulder double digits from the men's category,
Very cool.
and the females are climbing very close to double digits if they're not. So the fact that they're doing these is really impressive. Jason falling off that pinch, showing us how bad that pinch really is, and really showing us how hard Josh Muller can pinch. Because Josh Muller made those pinches look quite easy.
And yeah, that man can definitely pinch a pinch, as we've been saying.
Jason getting on. This is probably his last attempt based on the roar from the crowd. Sticks the pinch. No, this is the move. Come on, Jason.
Yes.
Sticks the move. Jason, on his last attempt, has bonus. He's going for the mantle.
There we go.
Does the muscle up. He locks it in. Gets the finish hold. Jason has topped the boulder on his last attempt. That's 3 boulders for Jason. Does that put him on top? Is he the only person with 3 tops? I don't think Eric Sethna did boulder 2. I think that puts Jason in first place.
We're just sending that now?
Yes, and I don't think Eric Sethna can make that up right now. I think Eric needs to send this one and the next one, and Jason needs to not send the one after that.
I'm going to agree with you on that one, Dallas.
That is my assessment.
I'm gonna agree with your assessment. Sorry, I was watching the Scrubbers. The Brushers, I should say.
All right, the chat is getting chatty here. We have comments on puns, and if Lil J is falling off, it must be hard. That is very true. That's from Conrad.
Nice.
We had Conrad in the booth last year for this, talking about.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
Okay.
talking with one of his friends dislocated his patella, so he came in and talked about it.
You look at me like how you want me to name the person.
I do.
You're asking for a lot of me.
Oh, we are not doing our job because Eric Sethna is finishing the problem, and it is amazing. He flashed that. He made that look so easy, but I don't think that puts him ahead of Jason. And here we have Eva doing the toe hook,
Hanging on.
showing her
with-
tenacity.
Wow. Looking so far the same way that Anna did this.
She's looking so strong. That was impressive, making the save.
And
Sticking
she's
that
about
with
to
ease.
live that glory. Gets the knee bar, and is going to reach up with the right hand, and he gets the top.
Oh my goodness, that was incredible. Going back to the chat, Connor says Jason leads with 3 tops. Conrad says he was talking about Gyra, and Lula? Is that Lula?
Lullaby. It's like a pun. It's like a play on words.
There we go.
Sorry.
Lullaby. We are not doing well with the group chat right now. Wondering about the grades and qualifiers and finals. Anywhere from V0 minus probably to V11, I would guess. Maybe V10.
Okay.
There were some hard boulders in qualies.
Let's actually stay on women's. We have all of the people who came out to watch Tour de Bloc here.
We have one last problem, Chris.
Yep.
We have one for the men and one for the women,
Okay.
which means we have 2 last problems.
I'm invested.
But they're running at the same time, and we have 6 more competitors that we've seen 3 times, and they are jousting for position right now on their final problem.
The tension is in the air, Dallas.
The tension is being held by all of these people who are watching the boulder.
And it's not just here in the booth.
No, it's not just here in the booth. It's probably mostly in the athletes' minds. Mostly. And we'll see how they cope with that, because these 2 problems are not easy. They are not easy. We're going to see how they work. These are probably the problems they're going to have to be the most creative on. They're going to have to be the most creative on these problems.
Would you say that these are the hardest problems?
I would not say they're the most physically demanding problems.
Okay.
I would say they're the most mentally demanding problems. Like, look at those volumes there. Those volumes are going to have to be stemmed between, and there's nothing to grab onto. That's going to be tough.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with that, Mark Dirksen. Women's 4 does look sweet.
Women's 4 looks sweet. Mark, if you were here, you could try it.
It's true.
Mark, we miss you. So that's women's 4. We have Anna pulling on to women's 4. We have Paul stemming in men's 4.
Okay.
We have 2 good problems. Let's see how they make work. Just so you know, there's nothing for Paul. There are literally 2 holds on this. The bonus hold and the finish hold. Everything else are these 3 circular volumes you see, and he's using the wall.
And yeah, I was looking at this before we started commentating here. I just really want to see how he gets around the corner there.
Anna, however, arms crossed, crisscrossed on this volume.
Referring to my cafe once again.
Yes, do it.
She pops off.
A little ad revenue
Same
for you.
thing. Her and Paul just popped off at the same time. They're both probably going to take a second to reassess what's going on in their problems.
Tricky problems.
So what's your take on Paul going around the corner there, Dallas?
It's a jump. You have to
It's a
swing
jump?
you swing your momentum around and latch that big pinch and swing
Cool.
your foot down.
Is both your hands on the left side of the pinch or on the
One hand, left hand on
compressing
the
it.
left side. Right
Okay.
hand probably hits the right side of the array.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And Anna's having her second go here. Or sorry, third go, I should say. Still crisscrossed on the second volume.
Oh, she's facing the crowd. Coming around.
Mm-hmm.
This is a tricky problem.
If we were to open the door right now, we'd be staring at her facing the crowd.
We would, but we're not. We're locked in a booth
That's
watching
true.
a screen.
No, yep, you're right.
Yeah, that's Noah's generation, basically, in a nutshell.
You mean our generation?
Well, yours and Noah's. Oh, Anna popping out of the dihedral there. Coming over, let's hope Paul shows us how to do this jump.
Let's see, yeah, exactly. Let's see if he does.
How is
what
he
thinks
going
is
to
gonna
jump 90 degrees? That's what I want to know. You have to come around that corner 90 degrees. That's crazy.
happen. How crazy?
Crazier than Kevin brushing the arete.
That's, and Kevin brushing the red is pretty crazy. Going back to Anna, exactly where she's been for the past couple of goes.
She seems
Not crossing her arms this time.
Oh, but it looks promising.
Using her right arm to maybe. Oh no, goes back to the cross. She get a grip, readjust her feet, and maybe committing to the right arm to push her out of there.
So, you see how she's turning around, and she seems comfortable turning around?
Mhm.
I think if she matches her feet, she's able to. You see the body position. If her her left foot is on, she can get her right foot on that volume out there.
Oof.
Instead of trying to make it crossed, match the feet. I think that's the way to do it. But that's only based on forerunning.
Clint Media 1. Thank you
Oh.
for.
It's,
Do you know who that is, Dallas? I think Noah and I know who that is. Can you give a shot at who that is, just based off that thumbnail?
It is someone who works or worked for the climbing center.
Yeah. Besides the point, we're going back to Paul on the men's fourth problem. He pops off just before you can commit to the jump around the corner.
We hear some cheering because Anna has made the move into the bonus
Nice.
hold.
Mhm.
She has secured bonus hold, it looks.
Mhm.
How is she going to get up now?
That's a good question.
This is a crazy position she's in, fully outstretched, but she's on 2 volumes now.
Locking her feet at the volume so she can get some more leverage to get her right foot up from the looks of it, or she's playing around the idea at least. Get her right hand up, and she pops
Fortunately
off.
coming off. And hopefully Paul Reed sticks this as we transition over to this little jump move around the corner. He's getting nice and low. Oh, and he comes off. And that is the final showing from Anna and Paul. They both had a great showing. They're very good competitors, amazing athletes, and part of this amazing climbing community. Good for them. They should be happy.
Oh, definitely. They've been doing so good. I'm debating on leaving the booth right now and going to shake their hand.
Please don't.
Mm-hmm.
I am barely commentating as it is. I need you to help me do
I
this.
think we're doing a great job.
We both know Noah is more of a seer than a talker.
True.
Clip Media 1 in group chat says, Fan Cois.
Fran Cois. Dallas doesn't know who that is, but I think Noah and I still know who this is. Anyway, we're going back to Paul. So, Dallas, you believe it's a jump. What do you think? How do we get that momentum going to the left side of the problem there, pulling yourself around from the corner? What should our athletes do?
I think Paul was getting too close to the corner itself.
Okay.
I think he needs to open up and use the volume on the side.
Mm-hmm.
Lullaby is asking about problems in the qualities. All we have posted is in comp season. If you want to check the scores from the qualities, you can check comp season. Okay.
So we have our second climber here, Josh Muller, on the last men's problem, and he's kind of peering around the corner. He's trying to figure out, and his foot cuts loose, and he comes off.
He's peeking around the corner there, and it just kind of pulled him off balance. Hey.
Mm-hmm.
according to Franco, I need to talk more.
Mm-hmm.
But
I mean,
yeah, I'm not a sports commentator.
Well, I think you have good input, Noah. And you seem very wise. And,
I wish that Noah did more seeing myself.
Noah did more seeing.
Yeah, than talking.
All right.
That's just my opinion. And
Josh
there we
Muller
have Josh sticking the
sticks
jump.
the move around the corner.
How is he going to get up now?
Cause ecstatic.
What is the next move? Can you conceive of this move? He's going out to the left direct.
Yes, good choice.
Maybe a foot up. He looks
An
like he's.
interesting position here.
Where is he going to go from here?
Looks like he's wondering the same thing.
He's coming back down, getting a toe hook to
Chalking
get some
up.
chalk.
And if we actually cut back really quick to Jalisa, she's on the third volume here.
She is
Trying to get her
already
foot up.
past bonus.
Mm-hmm. Trying to find a pinch on that last volume so she can get her left foot up.
Now Jalisa coaching in Calgary, she must be good at working with these volumes. She looks,
Pops off.
and at the same time you see Josh
Wow.
flying over the side. He must have made a move at that finish hold, but they're both on the ground right now. Oh, two great competitors. Was that the last attempt for them?
I know I didn't.
No,
hear the
it's
horn.
not. Josh is in the corner.
This might be his last attempt here.
Conrad saying Josh Muller, one of the nicest guys out there. That's coming from Conrad, who I think is nice myself. Josh
Yeah.
has
Josh,
secured the
yeah.
pinch.
He knows what he needs
How
to
is
do
he going to
now.
get to the top? Noah, were you watching? Do you know how he got to the top last time?
I sort of saw it out of the corner of my eye, but I think he got his foot on the left side, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, was his right hand on the arete?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So like a big dynamic move, go to the arete,
Yeah.
and then jump
There
off.
we go.
Left leg.
Now pushing
right
the left
arete.
leg. All he can do is just go and catch the finish, and he does. Swings his right foot around the court. As
Josh-
cool as you'd like.
Josh Muller, ladies and gentlemen.
The nicest guy that Conrad knows.
The nicest guy Conrad will ever know. Now we have Jalissa. Hopefully she can make the same progress that Josh just made on his problem. Noah is trying to fix the stream here. And we have Jalissa coming
There we go.
off
Their last go.
of the bonus hold.
No, still doing that.
It's okay.
Trying to figure this out. I told you this is a mentally taxing Boulder. She's been on here for a while. I have
Again,
to
the
say,
left field to reach up in the last volume. Getting a grip around the corner. Right foot is now pushing so she can go. Nice. Gets the crimp.
and there she is. Do you think she's gonna go to the top? She's looking
Think
solid,
so. You know, yep. There we go. Sticks it, and she tops.
and that's an amazing climb
Very
from
nice.
both her and from Josh. Two great members of the Calgary climbing community coming up, showing us their athleticism, being part of this positive community. Very good work, both of them. They should be proud. Mark Dirksen calling out the beta, by the way. Mark Dirksen saying right arete, left leg squat plus dyno, and that equals Josh Muller hitting the finish. Mark Dirksen saying it like it is. He's
You know,
a
if I follow that combination, I think I can probably send it too.
I would say yes.
Yeah.
I would say yes.
Thanks for believing in me, Dallas. That means a lot.
I would say Mark Dirksen's beta plus Dallas's belief equals Chris on that finish hole.
Perfect.
Mark has been quite a prophet this this live chat. Hopefully, I can do the same and tell you who's climbing next. Lisa Van de Pan and Scott Evely, both good climbers. Scott in the corner. How do you think he's going to fare with this part?
I think he's going to give it a peek. He's going to peer his head around the court in just a sec. So I think... I don't know. It's hard to say.
It's good that he's getting that look.
Yeah, he wants to gauge how far that hold really is around the corner. And hold on 1 second.
The seen enemy is much more desirable than the unseen enemy. Getting his eyes on that hold will allow him to secure it.
And I think he's going to try and get the hand around the corner first. Trying to inch really close. He's trying to get a little more leverage to get his foot close to the end of the volume. He's looking down at it so he can get the pinch first and then sink his hips around the corner is probably what Scott's thinking right now. Or sorry, Josh, not Scott.
No, that's Scott.
That's Scott?
That's Scott easy. Josh already did
That's
it.
Scott.
Josh
My
wouldn't
mistake.
be doing it again.
Yeah,
he's,
you're right.
He's not getting double points, so he's back in.
Right.
In the
no,
crowd,
you're right.
probably.
We were just talking about Josh and thrilled about Josh. I don't know why I said Josh. My mistake.
What about Lisa? Wrestling that bonus hold.
Wrestling it?
Wrestling that bonus hold.
Yeah, I'm not wrestling it. Wrestling it.
She's
hey?
from Calgary.
Another strong Calgary climber?
Yeah. The Stampede is there, and they wrestle.
They. I don't know about wrestle. They rodeo. If we are. Well, we're going to keep the camera here on Lisa for a sec. But
You see Scott coming in the bottom corner there.
Scott
It
has
looks like he's
made
stuck
the
in.
move.
Yes.
He actually did exactly what we thought he'd do. He's left hand reached around the corner, and then he brought his hips around second. So now he's going to take a second to reassess here.
Can I just take a moment to call out the MVP camera guy in the top left here? Here goes Scott for the dyno, though.
Oof.
My goodness.
Comes out a bit farther from the wall than he wants to. Good attempt by Scott.
Great attempt with Scott. Lisa coming off. She has bonus. Bonus is good.
Mhm.
Bonus on first attempt, potentially. Well, that camera guy you see in the top, MVP, right there. I think is that Alex Fricker?
Top left right there.
Yeah, top of the screen now.
Mm-hmm.
That's Alex Fricker. He's an amazing athlete. He just missed out of finals.
Okay.
But there's nothing behind the wall. He's like,
He is holding on for dear life with this camera right now. This, still continuing to work hard even though he didn't get the chance to be in finals right this evening. Muscling up there.
That is the MVP right there
Lisa.
of the camera taking crew. Lisa, however, earning her own.
Even the start's not that easy.
It's not. None of this.
No. Come on, Lisa. Yeah, Scott's head peering around the corner, taking another peek. See if he can reach it just like he did last time. He catches it and he swings around the corner from this angle of the camera. Lisa pops off.
Good for Scott. Lisa.
Sorry,
is
still
fighting-
on.
Lisa is fighting through these volumes.
We're gonna flip over here to Scott
Switching
really
to
quick.
Scott to see if he does this
He's gonna go
dyno.
to the dyno,
And
and he
he-
sticks it.
Now
Arm
we're going to
goes out to
switch
the
over to
audience.
Lisa, but that coordination was
Mhm.
incredible.
Definitely.
That was a very good showing by Scott, showing why he's in finals
Mhm.
and why he's been in finals so often in the past.
And he didn't even hesitate on that last move. Hey, he just went for it.
Well, good for God for Scott. Now let's hope Lisa can do that as well. She's not going to be jumping in the same way, but let's see if she can wrestle these volumes.
You with the wrestling.
And no, it's not me with the wrestling. Lisa's doing the wrestling.
Yeah, but. So I'm getting caught up on this wrestling thing. Let's focus on Lisa.
Giddy up. Lisa.
Sorry, did
again,
you just say giddy up?
Lisa
Lisa
coming
falls off.
coming off the boulder. Lisa being very young,
Mm-hmm.
so many competitions. She should be so proud of the season she's having and the fact that she is doing quite well for this young girl that
Oh,
she
definitely.
is.
She should be very proud of where she is.
Very proud. Same with Scott.
Right now. Same with every single athlete in this last round.
Same with every single athlete.
What?
Every single climber.
Everybody.
Everyone who came
Yeah.
to the competition should be proud. They
Mhm.
braved the weather and came to be part of this amazing community.
Mhm.
But right there, very specifically, Scott and Lisa, very good work. We are halfway done, the last problem of the night. We have Alyssa Weber. She has experience on volumes. World Cup climbing, a lot of climbing on volumes. She knows how to wrestle these volumes.
Oh no.
There we have Dan squaring up in the corner.
He's wrestling himself around the corner, He's reaching for the pinch. I think he's gonna do the same thing that Scott did. He's gonna reach for the left hand and bring his hips around so he can catch. He's gonna squeeze the red as his hips come around.
Oh, and going for an interesting.
Oh, he may just go for it.
He's facing the crowd.
Mhm.
His left foot is on the outside volume. And that is the jump I expected.
Nice. We should probably go talk to them.
Good work, Dan. we're sending Chris out to get rid of the camera.
No, I'm still here. Noah's gonna be the MVP.
Well, Noah is going out, which means if technical difficulties arise, we are not going to be able to fix them. But Dan going for the dyno in what seems to be the same way that Scott did.
Mm-hmm.
And here he goes,
Oh,
just
good
coming
try.
off. And if we can switch over to Alyssa, Noah's back, we can see her on the bonus, trying to figure the sequence out.
Mm-hmm.
Mentally taxing.
Oh, for sure.
This is why I love climbing. Wow, and the no hands there. This is why I like climbing. It is not just physical.
Mm-hmm.
There is so much going on, so much problem solving.
Mm-hmm. And that ties back to what you're saying about the mental fortitude it takes to be in the last couple problems, climbing each problem as hard as
Did
you
you
can.
see
every
her
single
stick
time.
that volume?
I did. I did.
Not that what you were saying wasn't important, but what she is doing is much more important.
Great example of what I was just saying.
The tenacity it took to hold that barn door is just incredible.
You can say she really wrestled through it.
Yeah, I would say that she is currently wrestling through that.
Yeah.
If she can get that foot up, she needs to get that edge.
Nice.
It looked like once Jalissa had that edge, she was doing fine. Just slipping off. Alyssa coming off of that problem. I think if she figures out the way to get over to that edge, she has it.
And is her take on the drop knee, is that probably the way to go, Dallas? you
I
said?
don't know.
Yeah.
This thing has me totally confused.
Just wow. Yeah. No, your eyes are crossed right now. You're
crisscross.
your eyes are just, you don't even know what's happening.
I don't. Dan's trying to figure out a different way to the top.
Come around the corner.
He is coming
pretty
back
easily.
to his original way. I think Dan can do this.
I think so. I think for sure.
He's got that one-legged squat he needs to do, and then he's at the top. Come on, Dan.
Rocking a bit hard, catches your ret. I could try the Danimal.
He just isn't getting his body weight over top of that foot.
Just on the right foot?
Just on the right foot. I think he can do that. If he gets high enough, he's strong and can grab that. Speaking of strong, Alyssa Weber, on that volume. I really want to see her get a top here. It's interesting. You watch hockey, you cheer for someone. You watch football, you cheer for your team. I am cheering for every single one of these athletes.
And that's the beauty of the community, isn't it,
It is
Dallas?
the beauty of the
It
community.
really is.
I'm so happy that people from Lethbridge and Saskatoon and Kimberley and Canmore and Calgary and Edmonton can all come together at the University of Alberta
Of all places.
to have this amazing experience with these
Oh, for sure.
amazing athletes. And we have Dan teeing off for the finish. Can he do it? He gets up. He's bumping. He looks in control.
And he
Dan
sticks
has the
it.
finish.
Brings his hips in so fast. He knows he did good on that one.
Coming over to Alyssa. She is just fighting to get over to that edge.
And yeah.
Alyssa Weber with both feet on the right.
The crowd now wanting her to do nothing but send the problem. They've been wanting to do that the whole time. Not just now. Everybody's been cheering for her.
Alyssa as well. Like, she does a bit of coaching. She comes up and coaches with us at the University of Alberta Youth Coaching Clinic, which we hold once a year in the spring before nationals.
Oh, she didn't compete last year because she had an injury, right?
Did she?
Was that it?
I don't
Or is it-
remember. Well, she is fighting hard here. Oh, she comes off. She fought hard for that. Guess who should be proud that they're in the community, Chris? Is both those athletes.
Oh, for sure.
They are both tremendous athletes. I know they've both been on the national team multiple times. Both of them are quite strong. I'm very happy that they came out here to show us this amazing ability that they have and put on a good show. They should be happy with how they
I'm just
climbed.
gonna agree with you. I mean, I got nothing to say. I think the more you talk, the more I learn about all these amazing athletes that could blow me out of the water. Crowd's getting hyped up for the last two climbers on women's and men's. Approaching men's fourth problem right here is Jason Hollowatch. He's sizing up the move to the last because he's so confident he can hit the first one, and I'm pretty sure he can too. Julia Goldhoff moving through women's four right now.
Now, Julia has been looking quite good. Quite good, but we haven't seen her on volumes like this yet.
Just volumes, nonetheless.
Yes. Just volumes. How do you think she is at volume wrestling?
On a scale from 1 to volume wrestler, she's looking like she's a real pro.
Yeah, you got no Western lexicon in your head there, did you?
No.
There was no words relating to the Old West.
Jason Hollowatch makes the first move quite easily, controlling the cut. His right foot swung up so high there. Now he's trucking up because he knows how much commitment he has to have in this first move. But changes the beta, doesn't use the left or red at all. And squeezing in, sticks the move so easily compared to some of the other climbers.
I think that secures the win for Jason Hollowatch.
Yeah, with the flash, for sure.
I think that puts him at 4 tops. Potentially... No, he didn't flash men's 3, did he?
No.
But he had 4 tops. I think he's the only person who has 4 tops, including Eric. Eric cannot get 4 tops.
To secure Jason Hollowatch?
I think Jason has the win, no questions. Very good job for Jason. He is part of the Saskatchewan community, and he comes out here to Boulder in the Alberta Climbing Association provincial sport organization. And it's just great to have him and his climbing community coming and being part of ours.
Oh, for sure.
And here's
There's
Julia.
Oldoff.
She is definitely on the side of pro
Gets
when
the
it comes
crimp.
to volume wrestling.
Crowd is starting to give her some back now, and she gets the top.
Julia Goldoff showing why she is so amazing. Julia Goldoff has shown us on every problem that she deserves to be in finals, deserves to win. Is that 4 tops for Julia?
I think so. I'm fairly sure it is.
Does Eva have 4 tops? Well, she can't yet. This might be it. This might be Eva's chance to take number 1 spot from Julia. And again, mentioning that these girls are very young, so they have a long climbing career ahead of them. We have the last climbers of the night for everyone. We have Eva Thompson, and we have Eric Sethna. Eric, I think, is trying to secure 2nd spot behind Hollowatch. And Eva,
What happens if he flashes this one?
he'll probably get 2nd.
Okay.
That's my guess.
Okay.
And Eva, she is potentially looking to take it from Julia. I don't know. I haven't been paying attention.
Eric having a different start. Oh, first he started facing the audience. Now he's turning in just like our other athletes. Giving a peer around the corner, really sucking it with his hips there. Trying to figure out what to do in this corner. Come on, Eric.
Now Eric is taking a peek. He's trying to figure this out, and he makes it look
Nice.
good. I was saying this is a little bit more mentally taxing, but these last competitors, they seem to know exactly what to do.
Yeah, no, for sure. Eric right now knows he has to get the left foot up and pops off, can't rock on. Cutting back to Eva Thompson.
Eva Thompson is already near the
towards
top.
the top. And
Now, I don't know who is taking this, Julia or Eva. Eva made that look amazing.
that was her flash.
It'll be really interesting to see who comes out on top after those 2 girls just flew through those problems.
All eyes on Eric now, our last climber for the evening, on his last couple attempts.
And Eric is a seasoned climber. He looked like he had the beta. I think he's going to do the 2nd go. Do you think he's going to take a next attempt soon? Or do you think he's going to let the time come down while he recuperates?
You know, I think he progressed that so fast, and he's pretty confident that I think he's going to get right to it from the looks of it. We actually have our route setters just to the right of him, just on the start there.
Yeah, that's actually very interesting. We have Tristan and Maddie and Caleb. Caleb's the head route setter. He's on the far right.
With the hat.
Those are the 3 route setters that I worked with to help set the comp. Yeah.
Yeah, you should go out there right now and hug them.
I'm not going to do that because we're watching Eric top this.
Right. Do you think he's going to get the top?
I think he's going to get the top.
Yeah. Commits to the left. He's pushing up with his hand now so he can get a little more leverage.
He has this in the bag. Eric
Reaching
Sethna
up
just
so
needs to
easy.
jump.
Sticks
and he
it.
Secures the top.
Well done.
Now,
Root setters are really quite happy with how he just did that.
now we have the scores. We forgot about Jalissa because she was climbing earlier and she cruised everything.
Mm-hmm.
And so it looks like Eva won, Jalissa got second, and Julia got third. Those are three very strong women. Very strong women.
Mhm.
So for everyone on the internet land, Eva Thompson, you just saw her secure first. We have Jalissa, who got second. She had 4 tops in 9 attempts, apparently. And Julia, with 4 tops in 12 attempts. Those are 3 very, very strong women.
Mm-hmm.
Very good showing for them. We don't know about the men. We don't know their final score. And the tops that we've given you here, it's just temporary. But that was an amazing comp. That was a very good showing by those athletes. We'll work on trying to get an athlete in here to talk to potentially. So if you want to hang on here, we can try to get someone in. But that's the boulders. That's everything.
Mm-hmm.
From the U of A, we're very, very thankful that everyone came out. We're thankful for the route setters.
Mhm.
We're thankful for the volunteers. We're thankful for Lloyd King to put this on. We're thankful for John managing.
All the work that Noah did, setting up the cameras.
Especially
and-
Noah.
Yeah, especially Noah.
Especially Noah.
Any comments on that?
Thank you.
Perfect. You know,
Noah-
just happy as us to be working with the U of A and hosting the Tour de Bloc for this year.
It's really great to see all these climbers
Yeah.
crush these problems.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Great. I'm glad I could share it with the internet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that you could help us share with the internet too, Noah. I couldn't have shared it with the internet. We had to have you share it with the internet.
Yeah, I can't wait to share some more about this on the internet with my Tumblr post.
So I'm going to send Chris out, and he's going to find Lloyd, and hopefully we get an athlete in here so you can hear some of their perspective on the event, hear their perspective on finals. But in the meantime, I do want to thank everyone who helped out with the comp. We have some sponsors. I know Mech helped out. I know Grip It helped out. I know Onsite helped out. They got great prizes for all of these competitors here. I
Like
wanna
what? What kind of cool prizes we got?
I don't know, hats and stuff.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I want to thank all the volunteers who came and helped, the parents who bring their kids, the coaches who coach their athletes, all the athletes, the gyms who support their athletes. This community.
The parents bringing their athletes, or the people, just friends and family coming and supporting them.
Totally.
Yeah. And also the live stream from wherever you folks are watching, whether it be in the cafes or in the office studying away or at home.
So we'll see if we can get an athlete in here.
I'm on that.
Chris is on that. Chris is going to go. So if you want to hear, you can hang out and wait until we get someone in here. But from my perspective right now, this was a very successful event. I always get overwhelmed by the positiveness of the climbing community. Every time we put on an event, I remember how great this community is, because everyone comes together to support each other, and even though it's competitive, it's always friendly, it's always positive. This is a great place to be. So thank you everyone for sharing that with us. Thank you for tuning in to watch the live stream. We will try to get an athlete in here right away. And in the meantime, I'll leave you with the musical stylings of Noah the Seer.
What? Music? I don't. You can't put me on the spot like that. Oh, wait, we have people lined up here. All the athletes. I don't know if we're going to be able to find a good view of them. Nope. Let's see. There we go. That's somewhat of a decent view. Are we able to get the results? Well, I've heard that the results are on comp season, but when I just checked, I couldn't find them. So they must be there somewhere.
I think she was talking about for the scramble. No, we're not. We just tally up the scores. We don't actually have who topped what in the scramble format. That would be quite an undertaking, actually.
It would.
That's over 200 athletes of data, athletes worth of data to tally. But we'll try to pull up comp season here to get the final standings. Oh,
See, I can.
Noah, do you know if it's been updated for the final yet? With comp season.
Sure. But I'll bring it up on the stream here.
Oh, Noah, hacking and getting some scores on the screen potentially. Let's cross our fingers for this one.
This may or may not work. So, yeah. See, the problem is I don't see it anywhere on this list. Or maybe I'm just not looking hard enough.
Noah, you're the seer. You're supposed to see all. Conrad, we are leaving up some of the finals problems that don't conflict with our regular users. For example, we can't set on the vertical because there are too many people in here during the regular hours. So some of the finals will come down, some of the finals will stay up, and then we'll be putting up back of some of the scrambles. We set upstairs, and so all of the scrambles upstairs will be coming down. Mark Derrickson thanking the setters for the spread. Yeah, Caleb Thomas, head route setter, very, very good work.
So I would imagine that this is the page where the results will be after official results are posted, but, oh, main page, ACA results. Ah, here it is. Okay, it's ACA. So here we have the results.
Noah has hacked the results, and we are showing you the men's results. I'll walk you through it. We'll switch to female.
We'll zoom in a bit.
Jason Hollowatch has placed first. He topped everything, and it only took him 10 attempts. Eric Sethna, he came next. He topped 3 things, and he flashed all but one of them. Josh came third. He also had 3 tops, but it took him 12 tries. Down to Scott Evely, who topped 2 of the 4 boulders in 6 attempts. Dan Archibald topped 1 thing in 5 attempts. And Paul did not top anything. All 6 of these athletes, very, very strong. And the fact that we were able to get a spread out of them, as Mark was saying, was actually pretty great. So really good job to Caleb and his route setting team to get a spread out of these 6 very, very good competitors. So kudos to the route setting team, kudos to the athletes. We'll switch over to the female side here and see how the spread was there. Eva Thompson, 4 tops in 5 attempts, which means she flashed all but 1. Jalissa from Calgary, 4 tops in 9. Very good showing for her. Julia Goldoff, 4 tops in 12. So we have a nice spread there with the top 3 competitors topping everything. So very good job for them. Moving on to Alyssa, very strong competitor. She flashed a couple of the problems, one of the problems at least, 5 attempts anyway. And then down to Anna, who flashed the only problem that she sent, and Lisa getting 1 top in 7 attempts. All 6 of these females, very, very strong athletes. Very interesting thing, the age of the athletes. 3 of them not being yet in open. So watch out, open competitors. These 3 are hot on your heels and are already on the leaderboard. Very good job for all 6 of these women. Very strong athletes. I would not want to have to outclimb them to save my life. My life would not exist.
So the flag next to Julia says for Nashville. Yeah. And I wonder if we will have, I suppose these are just qualifier ranks.
Hey guys. Y'all seem pretty busy.
Don't close it completely because it squishes the wires.
So Chris has given me the no dice on the athletes coming in. My apologies. We will not be able to have an... Oh, he's giving me the 1 second. He's giving me the 1 potential second for an athlete. Hopefully we can get one of these athletes in here to hear some perspective on the event. Mark wants to know why Conrad didn't climb. I also want to know that. Conrad, why didn't you climb? You're very strong. You'd climb all the boulders if you wanted.
Hey, did you bring out Jalissa Group 1?
Can we see some video?
We are on the live stream right now, and we had a bunch of judges roll in, so we'll have to shut that off so we can figure some stuff out. Thank you for tuning in. We hope to be with you in 1 year from now.